So scholars, we are back with question number 2 of exercise 8.2. Yes, question number 1 we have already completed in our previous video where we have learned how to divide decimal numbers by a whole number. And in this video we will see how to do division by 10, 100 and 1000, and also will solve question number 2 of exercise 8.2. Yes. So are you all ready? So we'll start with our today's concept. Hello scholars. I hope my all scholars are fine and doing great. So scholars, we are back with question number 2 of exercise 8.2. Yes. Question number 1 we have already completed in our previous video where we have learned how to divide decimal numbers by a whole number. And in this video we will see how to do division by 10, 100 and 1000, and also will solve question number 2 of exercise 8.2. Yes. So are you all ready? So we'll start with our today's concept. Division by 10, 100 and 1000. So scholars, first of all we will see the basic rules, okay, of division by 10, 100 and 1000, and then we will see with the help of examples, okay. So here we have few basic rules, that is, while dividing a decimal by 10, 100 or 1000, the decimal point shifts to the left, okay, the decimal point shifts to the left by as many places as there are zeros in the divisor. First of all scholars, you have to count the number of the zeros in the divisor, and then you have to shift the decimal point towards its left, okay, left side we have to shift, and in multiplication we used to shift in the right side, okay. If the number of the places in the internal part means whole number part, is less, then what we have to do scholars, we have to put the required number of zeros to the left of the internal part. We have to insert zeros to the left part of the whole number, and then we have to shift the decimal point, okay. We will see this with the help of example, then you will understand in more better way. So we'll start with our examples. So first of all scholars, we will see division by 10. Okay, we will take few examples from our exercise 8.2 question number 2, and here we have first example 291.6 divided by 10. Let's see how to do this. See here, since it is a decimal, we have to shift the decimal point to its left by as many places as there are zeros in the divisor. Okay, we have to shift decimal point to its left because it is a division. Now our first task is that we have to count the number of the zeros in the divisor. Here we have 10. It means we have only how many zero? We have only one zero in the divisor. So what we will do? We will shift only by one place to its left. Now see, decimal point lies between 1 and 6. Now we have to shift this decimal point only by one digit. Okay. So this decimal point will be shifted between 9 and 1. Why by only one digit? Because we have only one zero in the divisor. Okay. So this decimal point will shift between 9 and 1. So our final answer will be 29.16. Okay. Now scholars, one more sum we will see of this type, that is division by 10, and then we'll start with division by 100. Okay, and this example is from our exercise only, that is 7.032 divided by 10. Again our first task is that we have to count the number of zeros in the divisor, and then we have to shift the decimal place. So here we have one zero in the divisor, then we will shift this decimal point only by one digit. Okay, now here our decimal point is between 7 and 0. Okay, now I have to shift this decimal point only by one digit, by one place. So this decimal point will come in front of 7. So our final answer will be 0.7032. Okay, and then we will write 0. Okay, because we don't have any number, so we'll write 0. Okay, so our final answer will be 0.7032. Okay scholars, now we'll start with division by 100. So we have example from our exercise, that is 45.2 divided by 100. So our first task is that we have to count the number of the zeros in the divisor and then we have to shift the decimal point according to it. Okay, now we have divisor as 100. So how many zeros do we have in 100? We have 2 zeros in 100. Okay, so we have to shift decimal point by 2 digits to its left. Okay, how many digits? 2 digits to its left. So here we have decimal point between 5 and 2. So we have to shift this decimal point 2 digits to its left. So 1, 2. So this decimal point will come before 4. Yes. So our answer will be 0.452. That is 0.452. Okay, scholars. Now, scholars, we will see one more sum related to it. So here we have next sum from our exercise, that is 9.3 divided by 100. So our scholars, our first task is that to find out the number of the zeros in the divisor. So here we have divisor as 100. So how many zeros do we have in 100? We have 2 zeros in 100. Okay, so we have to shift this decimal point to its left by 2 digits. Okay, so now we will shift this decimal point which is between 9 and 3 to its left by 2 digits. Okay, so we'll start. So 1. Oh, but here we have only 1 digit. Okay, so what we need to do? So here we need to put 0 to the left of the 9. Okay, and then we have to shift that decimal point. So our answer will be 0.093. So scholars, you have to keep in mind that when the number of the places in the whole number part is less, at that time you have to put extra zeros to the left of the whole number and then you have to shift the decimal point. Okay, like here we have only 1 digit but we have to shift decimal point by 2 digits, so we have to put 1 0 to the left of the 9 and then we have to put decimal point. Okay, scholars. Now scholars, we will see division by 1000. Okay, so we'll take example from our exercise, that is 543.23 divided by 1000. Again same steps. Our first task is to find the number of the zeros in the divisor. Okay, so here we have divisor as 1000. So how many zeros do we have in 1000? Yes scholars, tell me. So 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 zeros in 1000. Okay, that means we have to shift this decimal point to its left by how many digits? By 3 digits. Why? Because we have 3 zeros in the divisor. Okay, now we'll start with it. Here we have decimal point between 2, 3 and 2. So we have to shift this decimal point to its left by 3 digits, by 3 places. So 1, 2 and 3. So this decimal point will come before 5. Okay, so our answer will be 0.54323. Okay, see 1, 2 and 3. This decimal point will come before 5 because we have to shift this decimal point by 3 digits because we have 3 zeros in the divisor. Okay, scholars. So scholars will see one more sum related to it. That is 90.9 divided by 1000. Again scholar, our first task is that we have to count the number of the zeros in the divisor. Here we have divisor as 1000. Yes. So how many zeros do we have in 1000? 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 zeros in 1000. That means we have to shift this decimal point to its left by how many digits? Yes, by 3 digits. Okay, because we have 3 zeros in the divisor. So we'll shift this digit to its left by 3 digits. So we'll do that. Here we have decimal point between 0 and 9. Now we'll shift this decimal point to its left by 3 digits. So 1, 2. Oh, but here we have only 2 digits. So what we need to do, scholars? Yes, we need to put 0 to the left of the 9. Okay. So our answer will be 0.0909. Okay. You have to keep in mind that when the number of the places in the whole number part is less, then you have to put the required number of the 0 to the left of the whole number part. here we have only 2 digits, but we need to shift this decimal point by 3 digits. So what we have to do, we have to put 10 to the left of the 9. Okay, then we can easily shift this decimal point by 3 digits. Okay, so our answer will be 0.0909. Okay, scholars. So scholars, here I have completed few sums from our exercise 8.2 question number 2. Rest all sums you have to do it by yourself. Okay, scholars. Now scholars, you have to remember these key points, that while dividing, the decimal point will always move to the left. Okay, once again I am telling you that you have to move decimal point to its left while dividing. Okay, then while multiplying, the decimal point will always move to its right. Then in division, the decimal point is inserted in the first step, and in multiplication, the decimal point is inserted in the last step. Okay, we are inserting decimal point in the last step in multiplication, and in division we are inserting decimal point in the very first step. So scholars, here we have completed with our exercise 8.2 also. In our next video we'll start with a new exercise, that is 8.3. Till the time, complete this exercise in your notebook in neat and good handwriting. Okay scholars, bye, take care of yourself scholars.